In this video, I'm going to explain what you need to do for Activity 2. In Activity 2, I'm going to have you randomly sample some houses from this Century 21 website and enter some information about the houses into a Google Sheet. So let me show you what you need to do first. Go to Google and type in Century 21 San Jose and go down a little bit and you'll see San Jose Real Estate, houses and homes for sale. Under century21.com. Click right here, and then you'll get to this website. And you'll see some houses over here. And you can switch from map view to grid view. So let's switch over to grid view right now. And if you switch to grid view, you'll see rows of houses like this. This is the way that I want you to be viewing the houses. So make sure to switch over to grid view. I'm going to show you how to randomly select your houses. I'm going to have you using a random number program, random number generator. So go to random.org and you'll see minimum, maximum. So for minimum, put 1, and for maximum, put the number of houses that are for sale in San Jose. So first you need to check how many houses are actually for sale. And it should give you that number. For me, it says 602, but that number might change by the time you're doing the assignment. And you need to filter out some houses first. You need to filter out some properties first. So let's click right here. So let's select single-family homes, condos, multifamily, just those three, and leave off the lot land because that's not actually a house. And we'll just leave off the mobile homes for this activity. So check these three, and then click Apply. The number of houses will change. See, for me, it's now 488. So I'll type 488 as my maximum. So it's 1 in 488. And when I click on Generate, I'm going to get a number that tells me my first house. But first, before I do that, I'm going to sort these houses from lowest price to highest price. So do this the same way I'm doing it. Go to Price, and then, well, actually, you need to go to Sort. This right here actually just lets you select a range of houses, but you actually need to sort the houses. So let's find that sort option. Maybe we just need to go back to map view for just a second. Oh, here it is, sorry. So sort from low to high price is what you need to do. And once you do this, they'll be in the order that they need to be in. And then make sure that it's in grid view. Now what you have is the cheapest house, the least expensive house here, and here's more expensive, and here's even more expensive. And you can see right here it says sort low to high price, so make sure it says this right here. Now I want you to imagine that your houses are numbered starting at house 1. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in the next row it's 5, 6, 7, 8. Then in the next row it's 9, 10. And this should show you the first 100 houses. So we just have to keep going all the way down to the bottom. It should show you the first 100 houses and then give you an option to switch to the next 200. So I think it's just taking a minute for it to load right here. Oh, so yeah, it's going to keep going down a little bit more. So it says you've seen the first 100 properties. If you click to next page, it's going to take you to the next 100. So here's house 101, and it's going to go 101, 102, 103, 104, all the way down to 200. So yes, this is 101 right here, then 102, 103, 104, and the last one is 200 right here. Then when you click to next page, it's going to be, I believe, 201, starting at 201. So let's randomly select our first house. So this should say, yeah, 488, that's the number of houses for sale. Click generate, and you get 354, which means we're going to be looking up house 354. We have to find it. So let's go all the way back to page 1. So here it says previous page. Okay, so we're back at page 1. So we'll go to next page. These are the houses that start at 101. Then next page, houses that start at 201. And then one more time for the houses that start at 301. It'll make it easier for us to do it this way, because we don't want to start at 1 and count all the way up to 350. So we'll go straight to the 300s. So now let's look back at what our random number was. 488, which means we actually have to go back. We actually have to go one screen further to get to the 400s. Sorry, it just didn't load right away. So here's 401, and here's 404, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's just count down by 4s. So 404, 408, 412, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, and 48. So here's 488. So I just went straight to the 400s and I went down to 88. Now we need to look up a few pieces of information about our first house. So what I want you to look up is the price, the the square feet, the bedrooms and bathrooms, and also the type of house. So if it doesn't say the type of house, let's just click right here on the profile. So it's a single family home, or it says single family detached. So for this one, it would be fine to just say single family, like how it said in the filter. So let's type in our information about house 1 right here. We're going to have one column, the first. So you need to open up a blank Google Sheet like I have right here, and column A will be called House ID. This will be the column that has your random numbers. And our first one is 488. And then the next one will be price. We need to enter in the price of our first house. So it looks like 2,100,000. Then bedrooms, bathrooms, and house type. So these will be your column titles, just like this. So it looks like 5 beds, 4.5 bathrooms, 4.5, and 3,080 square feet. So actually I want you to have square feet as one of your columns also. And then the house type was single family. And I want you to just look up 30 houses randomly and then enter information for all 30 houses going down. So you'll have a spreadsheet with 30 rows, actually 31 if you count the titles. So what you need to do is click on generate again and get a new random number, and that's your second house. So if I was doing this assignment, I would go to house 78. Then I would type in 78 for house ID and fill in the information. And then I would go back to random.org and generate again. This time it's 144. So just keep doing this until you get 30 random numbers that gives you 30 houses. Then enter the data for all 30 houses in this spreadsheet, and it'll go all the way down to row 31 right here, and then just download this spreadsheet as an Excel file and upload your Google Sheet, upload the file along with the follow-up questions that I gave you in the Word document, and that'll be activity 2.